Transition sounds can make or break a track, in my opinion. So really they can bring up an arrangement to a next level, because in the end all what an arrangement is basically tension and release, right? Overall it's just creating tension and releasing that tension, right? So you have a break, then you build up and then release it, bring in hi-hats, out, clap out, kick out, whatever you want, you know. It's basically just bringing things in and out, creating tension and release. That's basically all what you need to know about arrangement, right? Basically in the most simplest form, right? Now, how can we actually make interesting sounding, complex sounding transition sounds, but without using too complex sound design stuff, you know? Basically just creating them with just a few clicks and maybe one or two Ableton Livestock effects if you want, but basically you can use anything that you have at hand. Reverbs of course work great, but also I show you one little trick that I found recently by experimenting, and yeah, I want to share it with you because I think it can really enhance your creativity and enhance your arrangements. And yeah, if you want something else to transform your sounds, to enhance your creativity, to improve your tracks, to make them more complex, maybe your sounds, whatever, I recommend that you download my one tool preset pack. It's based on Ableton Live stock plugins only, and it's just based on one tools, you know, on one plugin, but it has macros assigned to it, so you can quickly adjust the important stuff and really transition a boring sound to something interesting, to something complex. And I packed 10 one tool presets into that downloadable, a free downloadable that you can get. Again, it's my one tool preset pack, and yeah, if you want that, go and grab it on the link below, or also in this video you can simply click on there and then you get it shipped to your inbox. Now let's jump over to this week's video and have some fun creating effects, build-ups, whatever, and hopefully they will improve your arrangement. And again, it's not too complicated, it's basically very easy. It's almost too easy to be true, in my opinion, almost too easy to be real somehow, you know. So yeah, now let's jump in with some demo, with some examples, and then let's see how we created them. So yeah, this is basically in context, and let me play some sounds in a second, one with processing and the other one without. So this one is with the processing, and this without. So this was the bare sound. This one is also processed with the technique that I'm going to show you in this video here. Now again, in context, you can really use those sounds to create some tension, some build-up. Now with the sounds, as a comparison, we can lower the sound because I really want to have them in the background, so we can feel them but not necessarily hear them in the first place, right? Now again in context. So we can tell that there is something there, but it's not necessarily audible, right? Now let's see, maybe we can create one from scratch and use just random kind of drone sounds. Any texture sounds I think will work with this technique. Again, it's really simple. Basically, you can use stock plugins. Echoes work great, but I'll show you in a minute what really does the big effect. Let's first search for a random sample here. Maybe this one. Let's take this one and create some effect sounds, some transition sounds from scratch. Now I like to go into the clip, it's a little bit too loud, sorry, clip view, and what I like to do is simply transpose it, you know, that's the simple trick here. Let's see, maybe we can even pitch it down a little bit so we get kind of a sweep, you know. Let's see. Now if we keep it in the beat setting down here, nothing really changes, right? So what we need to do is really, we need to change that setting. Can even maybe pitch it a little bit more down, but still it's the same, right? So now what I found is if we use the tones, it gets better, but it's still not the best sound, you know, in my opinion. So what really works, I think, is let's play a little bit with the automation here, with the pitch. You can really get creative here and see what works for your track, for your taste, you know. But it's still not there, right? Maybe pitch it down in the end. Something like that, maybe. Now, let's change that setting to complex, maybe. I think complex will work great. Repitch is really not working, of course, but the complex one is, in my opinion, great for this kind of transition and build-up sounds. And of course we need to add a little bit of reverb, you know, an echo, so you already get this little effect, that sweep. And of course we can increase the feedback a little bit. Add a little bit reverb. Right? A little fade in maybe. Let's experiment with even higher pitches, right? Just to show you what is possible, right? With a simple echo. Let's put this in context quickly. This was the plain sound, right? And we created this out of it. With some simple clicks. Let's spice it up with this phaser maybe. I like to use the space setting. Right? Increase it a little bit. I really like this. Space setting, I think, works great. let's fuck around with the filter a little bit to add a little bit more tops, a little bit sparkle, and maybe some additional stuff maybe from the echo. Maybe some noise, a little bit, to spice things up even more. Now maybe in solo it doesn't sound too exciting, but in context I think it can work. Maybe pitch it a little bit more down, just experimenting a little bit here. That can work as transition sound, kind of a build up. Just let it play in the background a little bit. But let's see if we can use other samples as well, right? Let's place this maybe a little bit further back. It's an impact kind of sound, right? To add a little bit more variation in the arrangement. Again, we can use it as a build-up, we can use it as an impact kind of sound. And of course we can also use it in reverse, right? Pitching from top to the bottom, right? It's the same, basically just in the opposite direction that we just did, right? Let's see if we can use another sample maybe. Basically, you can use and experiment with all kind of sounds, right? Once you have this automation in place, you see you just can drag and drop different samples into the sample slot there, right? Very interesting, I would say. Let's see if this one works. From top to the bottom. Oh yes. Very simple, right? Very simple, but you can get great results in my opinion. Let's see. Maybe another sample. Maybe this one. Yeah. Why not? Why not? So we basically created just a couple of transition and impact sounds with a few clicks, right? Kind of impact sounds. sound in it. Makes a difference, I would say, right? For the arrangement. Let's test other samples. And another one. Just to show you that it's basically possible to use any kind of sound. Maybe even a kick sound or a tom, or you can really use any kind of sound that you can think of and experiment with it, right? Also works, I would say. It's a short sound, but still. Deep. Or pitched up. Really, there is no rule, just experiment, have fun with any kind of sample to hopefully come up with something that you like. Let's see, kick sound or a tom, sorry. Also very interesting, I think. See, it's longer a little bit. Yeah, this was a tom. Can you imagine this? This was a fucking tom. Great for impact sounds, I think. Without it, of course, those two effects bring a lot to the table, especially the echo, of course. Let's test another tom. Really like that. Maybe a kick. That's the kick. Maybe we can use this as a impact sound. That's from the kick, right? See, maybe we can even reverse it, maybe. Let's see how this works, maybe. Like this. So this was a kick, right? Now we have an impact kind of sound. Don't really hear it, right? Because it's placed pretty good in the arrangement, arrangement, I would say. Lower it a little bit. Yeah, and that's basically the whole technique, right? You use a phaser, an echo, and you simply use the clips transpose automation and use the complex setting in the warp setting, and that's basically it, right? Another example maybe, just to bring the point home again. And of course I still have the beat setting in it, but again, the complex setting works great. Let's change that. Maybe tones, test this out. I like the complex one best. And then let's add the effect chain. On the echo I like to use the ping pong setting. Place that impact sound here again, maybe, just to give you an example, real world example. So you can't really hear it, but it's more like feeling, right? Experimenting with another little effect here, stock plugin, frequency shifter maybe, to add a little bit of a sparkle maybe. Like this, if you like that, I don't know. Just as a little experiment here, or recommendation. Without some swirls and whatnot. If you like that, why not? So we can definitely get some interesting sounds out of 3 effects, some pitching, and yeah, some reverb maybe. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go and have some fun, load some random samples into your Ableton session, use the clip and transpose those sounds with the automation line and use the complex or whatever fits your taste. setting, and then have fun, add some effects, experiment, and hopefully you have fun. As always, use those videos as an advice buffet. Take what you like, leave what you don't like, and hopefully they should serve as what I call inspirational triggers. So yeah, have fun experimenting. Hope to see you next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Don't forget to download the free Ableton Live one tool preset pack. 10 of them are included in this pack for free. Grab them, it's for free again, and yeah, you can download them under the link below this video. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for your time. Cheers, bye bye.